Let's begin. Take a position that's comfortable for you and close your eyes. With the eyes closed, turn your awareness inward. Observe the posture more closely to see how much more comfortable you can make it. Check the legs. Make sure you're not clenching, tightening any muscles. Check the hips and buttocks. Move your awareness up the spine from the tailbone, making sure your back is straight. You're sitting tall. Move your awareness to the shoulders. The shoulders are relaxed away from the ears and you're open, no hunching as much as possible. Moving your awareness to the belly. Is the belly soft, relaxed? No holding anywhere in the upper abdomen or the lower abdomen. Your chest is open. Both your arms are relaxed and easy. No clenching or tightening. No heaviness or passiveness in any part of the body. Feeling that all the muscles are just waking up, as if you're about to lift the muscles off the floor throughout the body. Your neck, head, face, relax. Remain aware of the whole body. So that you become alert to anything that's happening in any part. Now observe your breathing as well. Observe the pace of your breathing right now. Is it fast, slow? Is your breathing heavy or shallow, light? Is it flowing deep into the belly? Or is it only felt in the upper part of the chest, more shallow? And can you be okay with it as it is, with no urge to modify it? Just keep observing the natural breath, staying light and comfortable in the body. And now as you breathe out, start sucking the belly in gently. And when you breathe in, allow the belly to relax. Only when you exhale, you pull the belly button inward. When you breathe in, you relax. That supports settling into abdominal breathing. Initially, we can support it that way, help that movement of the abdominal muscles by sucking the belly in gently when you breathe out, allowing it to expand when you breathe. Once you settle into a rhythm, you don't need to make the extra effort. When you breathe in, the belly will expand. When you breathe out, it just goes back in. Try to feel the effect of your breathing on every part. Just imagine that the oxygen is permeating to every cell when you breathe in. And any carbon dioxide, the waste gases, are being pushed out from every cell in the body when you breathe out. And now set an intention to be fully present every moment throughout the practice. Meaning, you are constantly aware of what's happening with the body, with the breathing. This 1 hour, there's nowhere else for the mind to be. Let us chant our Omkaras for 3 rounds. Take a breath in. Become aware of the whole body. Bring your palms together, rubbing them actively and cupping your eyes. You can gently open them. Let's start today in tabletop position, taking your legs back, coming on your palms and your knees. We'll start with the regular cat and cow. So breathing in, you look up. Breathe out, round your back to look towards your belly button. Gentle opening of the muscles on the back, and front of the torso. Keep moving. If you have sensitive knees, you can even place a thin folded sheet or just fold your mat like this and place your knees. That will reduce the sensitivity in the knees. See how your back is feeling. As you breathe out, trying to push the back upward gently, allowing any stiffness, tightness to release. Now we'll start lifting the leg also when we look up. So when you breathe in, you lift the right leg up. Breathing out, you bring your forehead towards the knee, just pointing it in that direction. Breathe in, raise. Breathe out, knee towards the forehead. So we are doing the tabletop, coming onto the palms and knees, and gently raising the foot as you breathe in, bringing the knee to the forehead as you breathe out. Finish one last round here on the right leg. So you lift your head, point your foot up with the knee bent as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, bring your knee to the forehead as much as you can. And those of you who are done with 5 rounds can move to the other leg. Aware of every part of the body. And now the other leg with the knee bent, as if you're pointing your toes up towards the ceiling and looking up. Breathing out, push the back upward. Try to bring the knee front towards the knee. Going with your breathing. Staying light, trying to lift that leg actively. If you finish the 5 rounds, you can just sit back in Balasana, relax for a bit. So just sit back on the heels. Take your time to finish. Yeah, you can sit in Vajrasana also. Just relax so that you release some tension in the palms. Take a few moments in any seated position just to observe your breath. See how the body is feeling after these first few movements of the practice. And then slowly we get back to tabletop. Your knees are slightly apart, hip width apart. Your fingers are spread out. And from here, as you breathe out, you sit back on your heels. Try to take your forehead to the mat. As you breathe in, you come forward. Try to take your hips forward as much as you can. So when you sit back on your, first start by sitting back on your heels and move your palms forward as much as you can, lengthening the spine. You can keep the arms a little open also, little more open. So that when you come forward, it will help you bring the hips as close to the floor as you can. So breathe out and go back. Breathe in, come forward. So when you come forward, suppose your hips stop here, which is okay. You can look up and stop there. Otherwise, allow them to go down fully. You're moving the knees, the hips, the shoulder joints here. Stretching out the muscles through the body. One last round. Now this time when you come forward, tuck your toes and go into a mountain. So you come forward, and when you go back, you just tuck your toes and go into a mountain. You can step your feet forward if you want. One step forward you can take and stay there. And from here, you bend your knee one at a time, stretching out the back of the legs. See how it feels on the back of the legs, the calf muscles, the whole of the legs from the buttocks. And now place your knees down. You can even come to a kneeling position directly and then come up to a standing position. Standing at the top of your mat. Let's go with Surya Namaskaras, the regular ones that we do. So feel free to modify if needed when you're especially transitioning, changing from one pose to the other. Now prepare physically, mentally, standing with your feet hip width apart or together, whatever feels comfortable for you. And your hands are by the side, shoulders, chest are open. Standing tall, knowing that you're going to actively move the body for a short while. It helps to think that every time you're breathing in, you're drawing that fresh energy into the body. It also helps to feel that or think that every time you're going into the pose, you're going into it for the first time. Because otherwise, after the first round, sometimes the mind will say, oh, I have to do so much more. So just thinking that only now I'm getting into the practice. That also helps bring that enthusiasm in your practice. Now take a breath in. As you breathe out, joining your palms together, Pranamasana. Breathing in, raise the arms, point them upward. It's good if you can join the palms, otherwise they can be parallel. The next time you breathe in, lean back gently, extending the arms, even behind the head if you can. And as you breathe out next, start straightening up, hinging, bending from the hip joint. Keep the knees bent if needed slightly, going into a forward fold. Let your head hang loose as if you're looking at the knees. And breathing in, take the right leg back as far back as you can with your palms down. Otherwise, from the standing position, you can step the foot back and then place your palms down, place your knee down. Look to the front. Your toes can be stretched out to the back. As you breathe out, tuck the back toes, lift that knee, and then slide this leg back. Now shift the whole body forward slightly. You're on your palms and your toes only. But if it's too intense, you can place the knees down. Otherwise, stay in your plank. And the next time you breathe in, bring the knees down. As you breathe out, chest and chin down. If your belly touches the floor, it's okay. Just lift the belly up from the floor. As you breathe in, bring the belly down, looking to the front or looking upward. Lift the chest and head off the mat and point the toes to the back. A gentle Bhujangasana. You can keep your elbows bent, your palms are on the mat, feeling active in the head, chest. Slightly you're lifting up. As you breathe out next, tuck the toes. You can come up to your, lift the chest, you can come up to your knees and then go into a Parvatasana, otherwise directly lifting into Parvatasana. Now from here, if you want, you can step your foot forward one step in your Parvatasana. As you breathe in, look to the front edge of your mat. If needed, you can place the knees down. Otherwise, directly step the right foot forward between your palms. So you can do the same thing by placing the knees down and bringing the right leg forward. Check where your foot is. If your leg is stopped way behind, you can use your hand slightly to move it forward a bit. Looking to the front. As you breathe out, tucking the back toes, lift that knee and try to slide that foot or lift it and place it forward, coming into a forward fold. Breathing in, raise your hands, bring them next to the head, and then lift the whole upper body, nice and active. Lengthen upwards, and then gently arch back, as if you're taking your hands behind your head. Look up if you're comfortable. Breathing out, you straighten up, bring your palms in front of the chest. Breathing in, hands down by the side. Observe what after this first half cycle. If your breathing has become faster, allow it to settle down. Now, if you are practicing regularly, you're comfortable with the flow, you can go at your own pace, finish 1.5 cycles, which means this time with the left leg back, and then one more round with both right leg back and then left leg. So that's 1.5 cycles left. Otherwise, you can go along with me. So take a breath in here in your Samasthiti. Breathing out, palms in front of the chest. Bring your palms in front of the chest. And as you breathe in, raise the arms upward. Lengthen upward as if the fingers are trying to touch the ceiling. And now from there, arch back. As if you're taking your hands up. You can keep looking to the front. If you're comfortable, you can look up or drop your head back. And as you breathe out, straighten up. You can take a moment here straight. The next time you breathe out, start leaning forward as if the whole upper body is going in a straight line, as far as possible. And then you can drop your head, drop your hands forward, keep the knees bent. Feel the stretch in the lower back. If you're comfortable, try to reach your fingertips to the mat with the knees bent, and then straighten the knees, looking towards the knees. And this time, bend your knees to reach your fingertips to the mat and then take the left leg back. If not, with the leg straight only, with your hands in the air, you can just step the leg back first and then place the palms down. Whatever works for you. This time the left leg goes back. See if you can look to the front. As you breathe out, you tuck the back toes, lift that knee, and try to take the right leg also back. Now adjust, sliding the body forward a little bit so that the shoulders are right above the wrists. Hips are a little lower. Breathe in, bring the knees down. Breathing out, the chest tension down. Breathing in, slide forward. Get the whole body flat first. Stretch the toes out. Now lift the head, chest, shoulders. As you breathe out, tuck your toes, lift the belly, lift the knees, going into a Parvatasana. The next time you breathe in, you can place your knees down on the mat if needed, and then step the left foot forward. You can use your hand to push it forward as much as is comfortable for you. And then look to the front. As you breathe out, tuck the back toes, lift that knee, and try to step that foot forward, coming into a forward fold. Now bringing your hands next to the head, keep the knees bent if needed. Lift the whole upper body as if in a straight line. Lengthening, arching back. Breathing out, you straighten up. Hands in front of the chest. Breathe in, hands down by the side. Observe your body. If the muscles are not used to the movement, there might be a feeling of exhaustion, discomfort. Just observe. Let your heartbeat settle down, your breathing settle down. If you think you're already tired, there is a lot of sweating, the breathing is very intense, you can stop after one round also. If you're ready to go with me, don't worry about how perfectly you're getting in, but see how easily, smoothly you can go. We'll do one active round where we move with the breath. So observe and see your comfort. We have 2 half cycles here. If you want to stop after 1 half cycle, that is also okay, because every half is balancing in it by itself, even if you don't do the other side. So listen to your body. If you're ready, you can begin with me. Take a breath in here. Breathing out, palms together in front of the chest. Breathing in, raise your arms, lengthen, arch back. Breathing out into the forward bend. Breathing in, right leg back, knee down, look to the front. You can stretch the toes out on the back leg also. Breathing out, going into a plank, slide the left leg also back. Try to lower the hips a little bit. Breathe in, bring your knees down. Breathe out, lean forward, bringing the chest and chin down. Otherwise, you can go flat and just lift the hips and belly. Breathing in, stretch the toes out, lift the head, chest, and shoulders. Breathing out, tuck your toes, going into a mountain. Breathing in, you can place your knees down, bring the right foot forward. Breathing out, tuck the toes and lift that left foot and bring it forward. Bringing your hands up along with the head, coming up all the way as you breathe in. Breathing out, palms in front of the chest. Breathe in, relax down. Lovely. Again, take a few moments for the breathing. Observe all the sensations through the body. Being okay with whatever is happening right now, knowing that it will settle down as you rest now. When we move faster, changing with every breath, the heartbeat also increases, which is healthy and good for the heart functioning. But we don't push it too much. If it's too intense, take your time, let it relax, settle down a bit. If you're ready and if you're okay with another half cycle, you can go with me. Otherwise, you can just relax, standing position. If you're ready to begin, take a breath in. Exhale, palms in front of the chest. Inhale, raise the arms up, lengthen and arch back. Exhale into your forward fold. Inhale, left leg back all the way. Bring the knee down, look to the front. Exhale, tuck the back toes, right leg goes back into plank. Inhale, knees down. Exhale, chest and chin down. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Lift the head, chest, point the toes to the back. Exhale, going into Parvatasana. Inhale, left foot comes forward, right knee down. Ashwasanchalanasana. Exhale, left foot steps forward, coming into a full forward fold. Inhale, bring your hands up along with the head, coming up all the way, lengthening, arching back. Exhale, straighten up, palms in front of the chest. Inhale, hands down by your side. And now it's time to relax. Stand with your hands and legs comfortable. Relax. Allowing whatever is happening as the muscles relax, as the breathing settles down. Feeling gratitude for how your body is supporting you through the practice. Take a few moments here. And when you're ready, you can gently open your eyes. Come into your Samasthiti, standing position with your feet slightly apart. Becoming active again through the whole body. Today we'll do a balancing posture, which also includes a back bend and strengthening the legs. Just a simple posture of lifting the arms. You can point your palms upward and lift the leg up. Stay active. See how much you can lift. Look at the top front on the ceiling. So we'll just maintain that. Even if your foot is just a little up, you're strengthening the standing leg. You can fix your gaze at some point on the ceiling. The arms are open. Yes. You can start off light, just a few inches off the mat. Keep looking at some point. Remain aware of the whole body. And try to find that stability. And when you're stable, you can see if you can lean back a little more and lift the leg up a little more. And see how you can still stay active there. Feeling that upward energy. Feeling that every muscle is helping you stay there. As you breathe in, feel that expansive upward energy through every muscle, from the standing leg to the arms and shoulders. As you breathe out, feel that you're letting go of any clenching. There is activeness in the muscles, in the bones, but you're not clenching, holding tight. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. Observe all the different parts of the body. Notice what sensations are there. Allow any strong sensations to dissolve. When you're feeling stable, now shifting all the way to the other leg, breathing in, opening the arms out. You can start looking upward. Maintain your awareness on the whole body and slowly start lifting that leg, the other leg. We are trying to stay with both the legs straight, but the standing leg, if there's a micro bend, that is okay. Yes. If you're not able to look up, look to the front of the room, but still the upper body is arching, the leg is lifting. See what works better. Then you can fix your gaze somewhere in the front of the room also. Now remain aware of the whole body. Feel that every muscle is expanding when you breathe in, bringing that lightness. As you breathe out, feel that you're releasing any clenching. You're holding the pose strong, stable, without having to tighten or clench any muscles. It might still be happening in some areas, but you remain aware. Try to keep the body as light, as if you're moving against gravity, about to lift off the mat. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. Bring your hands down. Observe. Once you're feeling stable in the body, take your time. You can open your legs out wide. We go into a twist here. You make sure your toes are pointing to the front of the room. You breathe in, raise your arms, and breathe out, you'll twist. Try to place your palm close to the foot. Now, if it doesn't reach close to, you can place it anywhere in the middle also, and just try to look up. See where it's comfortable for you. As you breathe out, going down gently, and trying to look up. Even if you can't, look to the back of the room. Staying there. Now keep your awareness on the whole body. Stay there. And every time you breathe in, feel that the body is lengthening in all directions. Your hips are also going upward. Your arms are extending. Feel that your head is also extending towards that opposite foot. Gently suck the belly in when you're breathing out. That will allow a little more of a twist in the spine. Active in the raised arm. As you breathe in, feel that expansion through the whole body. As you breathe out, let go of any clenching, holding. 3, 2, anytime it feels intense, you can come up. And 1. Slowly come back up, relax. Another way to twist is also, if you can't reach the floor, you can just place your hand on the knee, just below on the knee or the side of the shin, and still try to look up. See if that works for you. Now we go to the other side. So breathe and raise the arms. You can even start leaning forward and then twist also. You can come up halfway, then start twisting. See where your hand is comfortable. On the floor, on the leg, on the foot, wherever it is. And staying there. Observe every part of the body. Are you balancing the weight on both the legs? And it's okay if you keep a slight bend in the knees if it is difficult. Feel that expansion as you breathe in. Relax the muscles as you breathe out. 4, 3. Just feel that your legs are also light on the mat. Your palm is light on the leg or on the floor. and 1. Now, as you breathe in, you can untwist, coming back up gently. Relax the arms. Bring your feet together. Take a few moments. You can slowly come down to a seated position. As you're sitting only, you can get into a butterfly. So you can stretch your legs out, bring the soles of the feet together, lift your buttock one at a time. If your butterfly feels very tight, you can even sit on a cushion or a little raise. That will make it easier around the hip joints. So adjust your position. If you're okay, you can interlock your fingers, hold the feet. If not, just your palms on the ankles is also fine. So stay here, just a static butterfly. You're not moving the legs. Close your eyes, observe your posture. How are you holding the legs? Become aware of the feet, the ankles. Gently press the heels together, just to bring that activeness even in the lower part of the body. That you will notice that when you gently press the feet, the heels together, the pulling, the stretch on the inner thighs reduces. Become aware of your knees, your thighs. Are you able to keep your back straight? And if you're comfortable, if there's already a deep stretch on the inner thighs, stay here. Sometimes the body feels more open, or some of us have more flexibility in the muscles. So if you're okay, you can slowly place your palms to the front and start leaning forward. You can even walk your palms forward. See if your body allows that today. If you want, you can just take your palms forward and try leaning. If it's too much, you can always straighten up. Adjust as needed. If you're comfortable, going forward. Wherever you are, with your eyes closed, constantly observing all parts of the body. Just feel that as you're breathing in, the whole body is feeling an expansion, especially the legs, the lower body. As you breathe out, feel that you're releasing any knots, any tension. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly, if you've leaned forward, start walking your palms back, straightening the back, and then release the legs, stretch them out for a bit. Just relax. You can place your hands down also. Relax. Observe the whole body. And then bring your legs into a cross-leg position or any posture that's comfortable for you. Today we'll try to start relaxing the body with our Bhramari pranayama and then lie down for Shavasana. So sitting comfortably. For Bhramari, you'll place the thumb to block the ears, the other 4 fingers spread out on the face. The pointing finger, first fingers above the eyebrows, the middle finger on the eyes gently, the other 2 fingers wherever they rest. Now check if your shoulders are very active, you might feel a strain. So it's okay to keep them relaxed, keep the elbows relaxed. While you're exhaling, you make the humming sound, a vibrating sound. With the eyes closed, you'll be able to feel it. With the ears closed, you'll be able to feel it more within. So let's go for 7 rounds. Your mouth is closed, only breathing in through the nose, breathing out. We make a sound. Since your eyes and ears are closed, you will not be able to hear me. So whenever you finish 7 rounds, you can bring your hands down. If you're done, notice all the subtle sensations. Bhramari helps relax and soothe the mind, the nervous system, clearing out energy blockages, bringing a smooth flow of energy through the body. And you can slowly get into a lying down position. Lie down. You can bend your knees. We'll just stretch the body a little bit. So bend your knees. Bring your knees to the chest. You can hold behind the thighs or on the knees. Gently pulling the knees closer. Roll on your back one side to side. Now point your feet upward, your fingers upward. Just clench your fingers, toes a few times. Can you just stay there with your arms and palms, your feet and your palms pointing upward? Just for a few seconds. And then bend your knees, place them on the mat. Open your arms out at shoulder level. palms facing down. Gently drop your legs to the left side on the floor. Turn your head to the right, going into a twist. If something feels uncomfortable, you can lift your knees, keep your feet slightly apart, and then drop them also. See what works for you, and then let go. Remain aware of all the parts, letting go of the hips, the shoulders, the neck. No clenching in the legs, the arms. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now slowly bring your head, bring your legs back to the center. Take your time, and this time you can drop your legs to the other side. And look in the opposite direction of the legs. Then close your eyes and let go. Even if the top knee is not reaching, it's fine. Adjust the leg position if you want. You can move the foot a little more to the front or back. Keep it, let it rest on the floor. That way you will allow all the muscles to release and relax. Just stay with your breathing for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bring your legs back to the center, hugging them. Gently pull the knees closer to the chest. Roll on your back to make sure there's no pinching, no compression in the back. And coming back to the center, keep your knees close to the chest. Try to lift your head, bring it towards the knees once. And with the chin tucked in, slowly take the head back to the mat. Stretch your legs out. Place your feet down. Stretch your legs out on the mat. Time for Shavasana. Let go of the legs. Let go of your arms, your hips, your shoulders. Feeling that you're surrendering the whole body to the ground, to gravity. Just let the body be. Notice the stillness in the body. In that stillness, observe the breathing. See how the lungs are moving when you breathe in and out. Is the body, all the muscles, so relaxed that without effort the lungs are expanding, contracting? Simply observe. Allowing the effortless breathing to continue. Now listen to the sounds around you. Are there any sounds that you can hear from far off? Just listen to one sound at a time. Even as you listen to the sound, can you feel that there are gaps between the sound? Try to listen to some other sound, maybe closer to you, within the house. See if there are pauses or gaps between the sounds where there is silence. In the background of all sound, there is always silence. As you listen to one sound, can you also feel the silence? Between those sounds, behind the sound. Now move closer around your body. Do you feel any sounds maybe in the room that you're in? Around the body, within the body? Do you hear anything at all? Pick one sound if there are many. Now move your attention deeper within the body and listen carefully. Do you hear any sounds? Maybe from the subtle activity happening in the body? And if you don't hear anything, are you listening to the silence? How does the silence sound? Let all other sounds fade into the background. Just listen to the silence. Is there a sound to it? Do you hear anything at all that is constantly there? All your attention on the listening. Stay with that listening, either to just the silence or the sound of silence, you could say. Anything that you hear that is constantly there, very subtle. You're alert. Relaxed attention on the silence. Just for 1 minute, even if the mind struggles or wants to go away, can you keep bringing it back to listening to that silence? Staying in the silence, that stillness can open the mind up to possibilities that we can't even think of or imagine. Anytime during your day, you find a few moments to yourself, you could try the same practice. Just relax the body, settle down somewhere, sitting or even lying down. Tune in to that listening. A few minutes of that can also bring a refreshed feeling. Now, trying to stay with that silence, that stillness in the background, time to come out of the Shavasana. So, gently becoming aware of the body also. Start moving the body, activeness in the toes, fingers, hands, legs. Go ahead, you can give yourself a nice stretch by taking your arms overhead and then slowly turning to one side. You can come up to a seated position. Even as you move the body, sit back. Can you remain aware of that stillness in the background? Let us end our practice with gratitude for the body and mind for supporting us throughout the practice. Gratitude for the opportunity to rest even for a short while, letting go completely. Even that is a blessing. With that gratitude, with love in our heart, let us send that loving energy to all beings with the closing prayer. Take a breath in. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. You can rub your palms, feel the energy between your palms. Take it to your eyes, the rest of your body. And then cupping your eyes, you can blink them open. Thank you. See you soon.